Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another how-to video. So today I'm just going to be showing you how to fix the rear wiper motor on the back of the tailgate of a Volvo V70. Should apply to the XC70 as well, because it's basically the same chassis. And the basic principle is the same on a lot of cars with, like a tailgate sort of mounted rear wiper. So it'll be very similar, the process. It's not a complicated process, just wanted to walk it through you so you can do it at home. If you're new to working on your car, this might be a nice little job that you can just tackle, and you get the satisfaction of having that, and it gives you the confidence to go on to other jobs. So basically, mine stopped working. It stopped. It's just at a real weird position, the wiper arm, and the motor will no longer actuate. So yeah, it's done for. So I think it's probably the original one on this car, and this is an 04 plate car, 2004. So it's had 17 years. So it's done well. So this video shows you specifically how to do it on a V70 from the 2000 to 2007 model until they sort of changed the model to the next one. But like I said, it's pretty similar on all models of car, and especially these Volvo ones, it'll be pretty similar on them. So throughout the range. So let's get on with it. What you'll need is a ratchet. I've just got an electric one because I'm lazy. A 10mm socket, either a 13mm deep socket, or I've got a 13mm ratchet spanner. I don't know what size the Torx is. I believe it's T25. Mine don't say, they're just generic bits I've picked up over the years. You just need that, and of course the new wiper motor. So, and your refreshment of choice. So to start off with, we need to remove this covering. So there's this bit and this bit on the tailgate. So I'll show you how to do that. So there are screws here in both of these handles, and in the same place on the opposite side as that one. So these are where you need the Torx bit for, so I'm just going to take those out now. And then this is just secured in with some clips, so all you need to do is give it a good tug and it'll come off. And that's basically it. You can see how it's clipped on with these sort of I'll put it this way, these sort of clips. So yeah, just give it a good tug and it'll come off. You don't need to take this lower half off. You can do if you need to do anything else up there, such as third brake light. But again, that's just held on with clips, so you just pull that off. And the rest of the way it's secured up here is due to the other one over it. So yeah, if you need that off, do that. If not, then progress on to actually changing the wiper. Okay, so just closing the tailgate for a second. You can do this in whatever order, but basically you just need to pull this cover off on the outside of the wiper motor. So that comes off and off there. It's just held in with a couple of pins there, and it's captive around these lugs here. And this is what you need, either the 13mm deep socket or just a 13mm ratchet spanner. And you're just going to want to crack that off and take that off, and then remove the wiper arm. Okay, so we're just taking the wiper arm off. It might be quite stiff if you've never done this before. A lot of the time you can just give it a wiggle. Close that properly, give it a wiggle and it'll come off. Just be careful not to snap it because it is only plastic. Wiggle it in this plane and it'll come off. Or you can put something behind it and pull it this way as well, but again, just be careful not to snap it. So it's held on, that's splined. It's like a steering wheel that's splined and that's splined, and they intermesh into each other. Okay, now we can go back underneath the tailgate and continue there. Okay, so back on the underside, and there is an electrical connector to disconnect, which is just here. So just press the little clip in, pull it out, that's free. There is also the washer fluid hose, so just wiggle it and it should come off. You shouldn't really get any drips, you might get one or two. Not the end of the world. Tuck that up there, stop that coming out. And then you have three, one here, and one behind it, behind that electrical connector. 10mm bolts. Once they're loose, you just pull it off its little mounting sort of tabs that it's on and just pull it through. Again, give it a bit of a wiggle because it's stuck in that sort of shaft. Sorry, because that shaft will be sort of stuck in the hole there, but give it a wiggle and you should get it off. Next, all we're going to do is replace that with the new wiper motor. So mine's got a little protector over the threads on here, so I'll just pull that off. It can only go one way, so there's no issue. If in doubt, just look at your old unit, its orientation, before you go onto this. And you can make sure you know what you're doing. Thread it through the hole and line it up with there's like little rubber sort of mounting areas, mounting points. So give it a little bit of a push through there. Line the mounting brackets up. And to be honest, at this point you can kind of let go of it for a second. Just use your common sense with that one. And then you just want to reinsert those bolts that we took out earlier. Okay, that's on there nice and tight. Next, just re-plug in that electrical connector. Can only go one way. You'll just hear it snap into place when it's done. And then just reattach the washer hose, which goes on there. Should be on there nice. If you're unsure, just maybe put a little cable tie around it, but it should be fine to go over there. So I'd already tested that this motor does work, and that was indeed the problem. It wasn't caused by anything else, so I know that that's going to fix my issue. So all we can do now is we can put the cover back on. So again, just snaps into place. So you want to give it a few hits once you're sure it's lined up anyway. Give it a few taps just to make sure it's in properly, and then reinsert these Torx bolts that you've taken out, and that will hold it in very securely anyway. If you're in doubt, you know, the clips themselves might not feel the best, but obviously that's why you've got screws as well. So now that's, you know, that's not going anywhere. And we're done on the inside. So next is to just close the tailgate and put the rear wiper arm back on, and then we're pretty much done. Okay, so of course this is just opposite of removal, so take your wiper arm. This is where it can be a bit tricky, kind of lining it up. So I tend to just try and line it up horizontal. And hold it there. Put your nut back on. Tighten that back up. I tend to hold this in position while I tighten it up as well, so I'm sure it's going to end up in the correct position at the final stages. So if there's any issues like that, just readjust it. Place your little cover back on, just clips back on. And we are good to go. So let me just go test that. Okay, that's working well. Okay, so like I say, nicely easy little job, and that's pretty much done. Took me all of 5 minutes, including filming. So you'll do it even quicker without the filming aspect of it. So hopefully that gives you the confidence to try and do little jobs around your car. And you know, just something like that, you don't want to be spending 50-60 quid at the mechanics for it, when I got the part for 30 quid. Obviously that'd be on top of labour, and it's taken me, you know, 5 minutes. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out. If it did, please click the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, which is crazy for me to think about. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.